bring you on. Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Gerpy Corman. I just got hacked on Facebook. So if you are on my Facebook, then please don't open anything that I sent out because I didn't. I just got hacked and my phone's going crazy with all these messages. So I didn't send anybody anything. If you are a part of my Facebook friend circle or anything like that, or my clients from the Facebook group, please don't open anything because I didn't send anything. So sorry, I'm trying to like catch my breath because of this whole hacking going on Facebook, and I have become a victim of it as well. So please don't open any file that someone's sending you on Facebook that says, "Is this you?" It's a hack. Don't open it. Don't become the victim of a hack. And if you have opened this file, all you have to do is change your password, clear your browser history, and hopefully that resolves the problem. Okay, so this is job search, career coaching, but let's just stick to job search. And if you have any questions, please type it below in the comment section and I will answer it, as well as inviting people to join live. Now, last minute, I have a guest, surprise guest, that has decided that they want to join and help me with this job search coaching as well. They want to help you shoot your problems. So this person I know really, really well. So this is going to be an amazing segment for anybody that is struggling. Today's segment's all about let's end your job search struggle this very moment today. Okay. So I'm going to invite my guest out. A lot of you probably know him as well. Okay. So here's a surprise guest coming.
Hey.
Okay, so I happened to be on Dean's live and I said, hey, I'm going to go live at 4. And Dean's like, you know what? I'll join you. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So Dean's here, guys. And both of us are going to troubleshoot your job search problems right this very moment. So actually, let me change the banner. I'm going to call it End Your Job Search Struggle today and get coached by 2 coaches right this minute. Okay, so there goes the banner. And so guys, I know there's a delay from StreamYard to LinkedIn. As always, if you're tuning in, please take the opportunity to introduce yourself, who you are, where you're tuning in from. This is a moment to network as well, okay? So never fail to introduce yourself, okay?
Yeah.
So never fail. And introduce yourself, guys. Also, I'm going to drop a link. So I've been doing something for about a week or so where I'm inviting people to hop on this call live this very moment and ask me. Well, today Dean's joined, so you can ask us any questions, get coached by both of us this very moment. So the goal is to end your job search struggle today. Okay, so hop on this call. Let me drop the link. Okay, so if you want us to, so I'm opening this up to everything today. I did the same thing yesterday and I loved it. I'm going to open up to everything. You can get your resume reviewed from us. You can get your LinkedIn profile reviewed from us. You can ask us anything. So we're here to help as many people as possible today. And so I'm grateful that Dean wanted to do this with me. I don't think he knew what he was getting himself into. So I'm grateful that Dean wanted to do this. If there's more, if anybody out there that's a recruiter or HR, talent acquisition, or career coach that wants to hop on and help as many people as possible, hey, open invitation. Yep. Let's end your job search struggles today. Introduce yourself. I'm going to drop the link where you can hop on this call and we will troubleshoot your problems. Now, guys, if you want us to review your LinkedIn profile or your resume, the only way we're going to do this is if you hop on the call. Please don't be dropping links to your LinkedIn profiles or anything like that, because no, you have to hop on the call with us for us to review your resume and for us to review your LinkedIn profile. So everything goes today, guys, no restrictions. Ask us any questions. Type it in the comment, hop on the call, want us to review your resume, we'll review it. Now you got 2 people looking at it. One's a recruiter, one's HR, so you're getting 2 people's perspective as well. So take this opportunity, seize the moment. Don't leave today without speaking to us. So many people stay quiet and lose out simply by not taking action. So I want you to take action, introduce yourself, hop on this call, get coached by us live. Okay, we're here to help you. We're going to end your job search struggles today. Okay, so hop on. Hop on, hop on, hop on.
Hey, we got Mamadou in the house. Good to see you here, Mamadou.
Okay. Ruth, nice.
Hey, Ruth.
Ruth.
Yeah, I think Ruth joined us. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I think Ruth joined one of the live streams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So we're here helping you. We will review your LinkedIn profiles. Hop online. Hop on, guys. Hop on. Seize the moment. You know, I would hate if someone is on right now and is not, taking this moment. Don't be shy. You don't have to be shy. And also, guys, like, don't point at being shy, because when you are looking for a job, guess what? You're gonna have to go on interviews, right?
Yeah, eventually you have to. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go on interviews, and if you're shy, then you're gonna end up tanking your interviews. So put yourself out there. Get the courage to hop on, hop on, hop on, hop on. So let's do this, guys. We're waiting for people to come hop on, ask us questions. Guys, resume review. We're willing to review your resume. We're willing to look at your LinkedIn profile. Okay, hop on. Can you review my LinkedIn profile? Yes, Navdeep, we are willing to review your LinkedIn profile. You have to hop on to the call. So this is the link. If you want us to review your LinkedIn profiles or resume, you have to hop on this call. I have dropped the link, okay? I have dropped the link for you to hop on this call, guys. You have to hop on the call. We will not be taking, so hop on this call and get your resume and LinkedIn profile reviewed. Click this link. Okay, I've dropped the link. I will be dropping a link multiple times. So click this link. It's StreamYard. You will be able to join us live, okay? So we are here to shoot your trouble problems. Now, Naddeep, I see that you have that open to work banner thing on your LinkedIn, on your picture. Remove that. Yeah, Dean, you said something interesting. So there's more people joining. Guys, if you like this segment, please, please, please hit those emojis, like, insightful, celebrate, whatever you want to do, okay? So you were saying something interesting on your live one time. I was hearing that, hey, that having, open to
work, yeah.
Yeah, you said something very interesting. You said that can also discourage when you're sending out messages or connection requests to people, because they're gonna think that you are gonna only approach them because they're looking for a job, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Could you elaborate a little bit? Because I never thought of that. When you said, I was like, oh yeah, I never even thought of that. I was just like thinking that a lot of people till this day still believe the best candidates are those that are still working, right? I didn't even think about that component.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So look, folks, for those of you using that green thing, open to work or whatever on your profile, that can actually discourage people from corresponding with you and responding to your messages on LinkedIn. Why? Because whatever your approach is, they're going to be assuming that you're reaching out to them because you're about to ask them for jobs or referrals, job opportunities, and that kind of stuff. And this is especially, might affect your networking capabilities as well. When you're trying to network with people, maybe, expand your network, make friends, as we call it in the boot camp. And that might affect it, right? Because it says open to work on your profile picture. And the first thing the recipient's going to be thinking is, oh, here we go again. Like another person's going to be messaging me and asking me to refer them for some position. They're going to ask me for, if I can get them into my company, et cetera, et cetera. So having that green thing open to work can, from that standpoint, act as a barrier, especially when you're networking and expanding your network.
Okay, great point. So guys, remove it. I've posted this on my LinkedIn post as well, that you need to remove it. So remove it. Okay, so we have a couple of people that joined. Okay, let's go with Michael first. Hi, Michael.
Hey,
Hi.
Michael. How's it going?
Hello. I'm doing
How's it
good. How are you? It's
Good,
going
good.
good.
So first, introduce yourself. Where are you tuning in from?
Okay. So Michael Thompson Hall. I'm a project manager by profession, and I'm tuning in from Ottawa.
Oh, the nation's capital. Wow. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, so what can we help you with today?
Um, Mostly the resume, and also I wanted to get your feedback on negotiation.
Okay,
So
so let's do one thing at a time. So what you can do is you can share your resume. So if you look at the bottom, it says screen share. So first open your resume, then click on screen share.
Well, before you do that, Michael, make sure you take off your private information, any personal or private information on your resume before you share your screen.
Can you go onto someone else? I'm going to go to my laptop to do it from it. I'm using my phone, and my resume is not.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So go onto your laptop and then come back again.
Thank you. Okay, Navdeep, you're up.
Hey, Navdeep, how's it going?
We can't hear you. Can you hear us?
Navdeep, make sure you check your mic, Navdeep. You got to make sure your mic is functional so that we can hear you.
Hello?
I think he might have. I think Navdeep might have mic issues. So, folks, make sure you're using a mic and it's functional before you call in. Just make sure that's all set.
Okay, so guess this is not working. Navdeep. Guys, we're here to troubleshoot your problems in your job search. We want to end your job search struggles. Hop on the call with me and Dean. So I've dropped the link. I'm going to drop it again. If you are shy, I would suggest don't be shy. But if you are, please write your questions in the comments section and we will answer them. Okay. So this is job searching Q&A, but it's more, I don't want to call it Q&A. It is Q&A, but also you can also get coached by us. Okay, so hop on the call. We're also opening it to we're happy to review your resume. As Dean pointed out, before you share your resume with us, remove any private information or personal information that you don't want to show on when you come onto the call. You have to be on the live with us for us to review your resume and your LinkedIn profile. Okay, that is my one rule because I want people to start getting comfortable and hopping onto live. Don't be shy because, guys, interviews, you can't be shy when you're job searching because you're going to have to go to those interviews. So use us as a practice run. And also, when you hop on live, you don't know who's watching.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a way to get discovered. Tap into hidden job market. Now there's me and Dean. If you hop onto this live, you don't know who's going to be watching it, and somebody in my network can possibly reach out to you. So sky's the limit here, guys. Anything is possible, so never lose out on the moment. And again, if you snooze, you lose, right? So here I am. Every day I have people asking me for free advice. Oh, I don't have money. I want coaching. I need your help. Well, here I am giving free help today. And today I have Dean. So there's two of us.
Yeah, two.
It doesn't get better than that. Now you are getting help from two people. One's a recruiter, one's HR. Both of us also do job search coaching and career coaching. So this doesn't get better than this, okay? You want free help? Here it is. Doesn't get better than this, okay? So let's see who is going to join us. In the meantime, we're going to give some tips and advice. So let's cover the first topic as to why people are struggling today. So because Dean has joined, I'm going to get a recruiter's perspective on why people are struggling today. Okay, well, Ruth is joining. So let's get Ruth.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm going to assume Ruth is from UK. Going to join us. In the meantime, we're going to get some. You're going to have
Ruth, are you there?
You're going to have to.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Ruth. Nice to speak with you. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. Thank you very much for this session. You were right, Dean. I was with you guys yesterday. I didn't know that this was happening today. It
Yeah,
is
right.
almost 20 past 9 at night here in the UK. That's why I'm not gonna show my face. I'm
Okay.
really sorry. I'm not looking presentable. But yes, thank you so much for what you're doing. I'm learning a lot from all the advice that you're giving. It's giving me a different perspective of what I've been doing wrong, and um from yesterday's lessons, I think I need to start from my CV, like
Mhm.
create a new one. A couple of years ago, I got advice from a company that advises on CVs, and it seemed to work to the stage of getting me into the interviews, but I will never go further than first interview, except the one time that the job was offered to me. But I guess things work a bit different depending on when you are. So here in the UK, discussing salary can be sticky. And so the job was offered to me without a prior discussion of what the salary actually was.
Oh wow.
And to my disappointment, it was way below what I was just earning, so I could not accept it. So since then, I've been using different versions of the same CV because it seemed to work. But I think I'm gonna take your advice and try to create a new one instead.
Right. Now Ruth, is that normal in the UK? Like they don't discuss salary at all over there?
I think it's been, I would say, in the last 3 years, there is a lot of job boards and even companies that will not discuss with salary you. They will not even offer you a salary range. So
Okay.
when you apply, you usually don't know. And when you have a telephone interview, they will ask you what your
Mhm.
salary range is rather than give you one. They will only continue talking to you if they think it's appropriate, but they will never tell you what the salary actually is, which can be
Right.
frustrating. So yeah, it can be difficult at times. And I would say the last 2, 3 years, as Gurpreet mentioned, it's more like a buyer's market. So you're in a disadvantage because it's a lot of us applying for limited number of roles.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Right.
can they can I feel like they can take advantage of that. They have so many candidates that they, instead of telling you this is our salary range, they will ask you how much you want to earn. And if they think that is too high, they will just move on to the next person.
Have
Right.
you
Right.
have you ever tried asking again? Actually, first disclaimer: I've never
Yeah,
worked in UK. Dean, you worked in UK,
No, I haven't recruited. I haven't recruited for the UK. No.
so we can't 100% give advice per se, just because
of
we can
course.
give you advice, but would it work in the country you're in? That's a question mark, right? So have you ever, when they ask for salary range, have you then said, hey, okay, but what are you guys paying? Can you give me a range?
Yes, sometimes they will provide it to you. Usually not specifically, but a salary range. Sometimes they will insist of knowing either what are your expectations or what are you currently earning, which I think is a bit intrusive.
Okay.
So it depends. It doesn't always work asking them. Sometimes they will not tell you, which is frustrating because if they are recruiting, obviously they have an idea of at least a salary range that they are willing or not to pay.
So Ruth, are these recruitment agencies or are these like actual hiring
Mm,
managers or?
I think I am unlucky in the sense that for me, recruitment agencies have never worked. I've
No, so
tried.
I'm asking about like this situation you're
Yes,
in
yes,
for.
absolutely. So I've tried several times during my career to work with recruitment agencies, but usually I don't go any farther than get invited to the offices, fill in a form. They'll tell you they
Right,
will
right.
call you, and that does never happen.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what I'm
So,
talking right now specifically are actual employers,
right.
not
So
recruitment agencies.
Ruth, what I'm asking is like this situation where you said that they're not telling you the salary. Like, is this with recruitment agencies or is this with directly
No,
with companies?
directly with employers. Yes.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to suggest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, couple of options. Are you tapping into the hidden job market? Because hidden job market is universal, like it's global. It has nothing to do with Canada, US. That is across the board. In all countries, hidden job market exists. So are you tapping into that?
No, I don't think I've ever done that.
Okay, so that's the missing
That's
piece.
one thing.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're applying to jobs and they're asking for ranges, right? So I don't know UK's hiring practices. In the end of the day, it's employer's choice, right? Because again, they're buying. They're looking.
Yes, exactly.
It's up to them, right? Now you can bypass all this and go into the hidden job market.
Okay.
UK, I don't know how, like, again, there's tons of strategies that work across the board, has nothing to do with country. Hidden job market has nothing to do with country. I know somebody that took my ATS resume template from UK, and this guy's in UK, and he started getting interviews, and he landed a manager's job, right? So there's a hidden job market. Second problem, you saying you never passed the first interviews, to me means you have weak interview skills.
Okay.
If you're not passing the first interview, definitely you have weak interview skills, right? So now, how do you improve your interview skills? Tons of ways. Start doing mock interviews yourself. Videotape. I said this over and over. Videotape yourself. Be your own critic. Another thing to do is, if that's not working and you don't know what you're doing wrong, then hire a coach.
Okay.
So, like, I help with interview coaching. I provide interview coaching services as well. So, like, you don't have to hire me, but I mean anybody, like in UK maybe, but hire somebody then, right?
Yeah.
Dean, you want to add anything there?
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I wanted to add some tactical, advice here, Ruth. Now, when you're having this conversation, is the challenge that they're asking you for the salary up front, or what exactly is the challenge you're facing?
There are different challenges. I would say that is one, but that will not come up in the interview until the very end.
Okay. So they're not discussing the salary up front, right? So that's the number one challenge. And then the other thing you said is that they're simply not providing you with any salary information, or they're asking what you want up front and not providing you information about the role. Is that what you said?
No, not about the role. They will ask. They will answer questions about the role when I have them, but they will not tell you. Let's say I'm applying. If my salary range would be between 30 and 35, that would be helpful to know, to see whether or not I'm interested in progressing. So.
Are you specifically asking them, like, are you asking them, so what is the salary range you're offering for this position? Because, and this is another thing, a lot of job seekers make, is they if the information is not offered, that doesn't mean that you can't ask for the information. Like, if you discuss the role, if you think there's a good fit, you should have, you have every right to ask them what the salary range is.
Absolutely. And as I mentioned, because a couple of years ago, a role that I was very interested about, it was offered to me, but I only realized it was below my salary range at that moment when it was offered to me. So since then, I make a case of trying to have the information before we get to that
That's a good practice. Always have the information. Ask for it, or disclose what you want. Never ever, even if the company's not giving you a range, that's fine. You should give them a range.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's not, like, this is not like, okay, one person, or no. You can give a range. You can ask for it, but like, hey, like, here's my range. What are you guys paying, right? So that way, it doesn't waste your time. It doesn't waste their time. So that's a easy fixed solution right there.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Excellent.
So
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we're gonna move on to the next person. I'm gonna have to remove. Sorry, guys, but I have to remove people out of the studio so other people can join, because only few people, only 5 or 6 people I can have. Navdeep.
Hey, Navdeep.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, Navdeep, I think you have some mic issues, my friend. So you gotta check out your mic.
I have to remove you too. Sorry. Next is Michael again. Hi, Michael. You're back.
Oh, hi. Thanks.
Hey, Michael.
Hi.
Just 1 second. Guys who's just tuning in, I see people saying, hey, can you review my LinkedIn profile, my resume? You have to hop on the call in order for us to review it. We're not going to go looking for comments and then click on your LinkedIn profiles. No, guys. Okay? Don't be lazy. You want us to review your LinkedIn profiles or your resumes. You want us to coach you. Hop on this call, guys. Come on. Come on, free coaching here. And you can't even make a little bit of an attempt to hop on the call, but you want us to go searching for your LinkedIn profile. That's not happening. I'm just being honest. If you think I'm being rude, that's not the case. You need to take ownership, take action. Yes, Michael?
All right, thanks again. So as I mentioned before, there are two elements I wanted some advice on. One is my resume, and two is negotiation.
Okay, so you have to, first step, let's go with your resume. You have to click on first have your resume open, then click on the share screen.
And make sure you remove your personal information, Michael, like your phone number, your address, any personal information before you share your screen.
Yeah, there's too much hacking and all that stuff going on.
So I'm trying to share my screen here.
There's a button that says share screen. There we
go.
go.
And when you do that, then Gurpreet should see it on her. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so let's go from the top.
It has your, okay.
Okay, so it does have your number, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
Okay, just scroll down so no. There you go. Okay, I'll let Dean go first.
So summary, collaborative IT project manager with 12 plus years of experience in the information technology and supply.
Hold on, sorry, I have to say something.
Yeah.
Is this done column? Because if it is, then this may not be ATS friendly.
Yeah, that is it tables or what have you done there, Michael?
Yeah, like what have you done here? The formatting.
Is this column?
You have everything line, summary, skills, experience. Then you have everything line. Then you have those lines. Is this columns, tables? It's something because
how have you organized it?
Is this tables? I guess. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm at. That's what we're asking. Is it a table or what is that?
Yeah, it seems to be a table.
Okay, so that might affect the ability of the ATS system to properly translate that into the system.
So this is a perfect example of this resume is not ATS friendly. You cannot have columns, tables, brackets, text box. You can have brackets, sorry. You can have text boxes. This is not ATS friendly resume. So if you're going to use this resume, sorry, Dean, I cut you off because when
no worries.
I need to ask because this doesn't look like an ATS friendly resume. Guys, if you're going to be applying to jobs online, you have to have an ATS friendly resume. I have a template. You can download it. It has to be ATS friendly. Dean, you can continue. I'm going to drop the link to my ATS template if anybody wants it. But you have to have an ATS friendly template in order if you're applying to jobs online. There's no buts and ifs. You're just ruling yourself out.
Okay.
Yeah. So Michael and everyone else out there, like avoid tables, avoid fancy graphics and charts and stuff like that. When you submit it to the ATS, it's not gonna recognize any of that stuff. And tables might end up all jumbled up because what happens is through the ATS system, it's parsed into a format that's readable by the recruiter, so that when they're going through the applications, they can simply have a good look at the resume. But if you have tables and charts and all these fancy stuff, it might show up as a whole bunch of just garbled text. So first tip, and it was a very good point, Gurpreet. You got to make sure, Michael, that you remove any tables. It's just very simple. It's just text. I mean, formatting is fine if you got bold, italics, that's fine, but avoid tables and avoid any fancy formatting.
Okay.
All right. So let's keep going with this. So collaborating IT project manager, and supply chain industries possesses solid plan. Yeah, I mean the summary for me as a recruiter from a recruiter standpoint, it looks fine to me. Gurpreet, you might have a different viewpoint on the summary, maybe.
Collaborative IT project
manager. So in skills, Michael, I know it might seem obvious, but you should probably mention project management as one of those skills as well.
Okay.
So you're a project manager.
Yes.
So I'm not 100% okay with your summary. I don't like summaries, to be honest. Ferdine is great. He's a recruiter. But overall, I found that you're just talking about yourself. You want to, instead of a summary, you want to highlight what you bring to the table and the value you're going to add to an organization and how they're going to benefit from hiring you. Okay? Now, skills, I think there's can be a lot more skills added, given that you have 12 plus years experience, but yeah, you've there's not much skills listed, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Have you done stakeholder management, Michael?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you probably want to add that as well, right? Stakeholder management.
I think you're missing a lot of skills as a project manager there, so that's working against you. So we're not gonna go into. By the way, we're not gonna give you line by line feedback. It's impossible for us to do. We'll give you overview.
Okay.
So go into the experience. First thing I'm seeing is you don't need to. Why do we have the company information? This is your resume, not the company.
Okay.
So that's working against you. So can you scroll down so we can see? So Dean, I'll let Dean give you feedback on the experience. But I noticed that you're talking about the company, and that's like you've taken up three lines just talking about the company. It's not helping you in any way, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, can you scroll down a bit more, Michael? Okay, so one more thing I would suggest is, and this is something I suggest for anyone in IT, at the end of the position, you should have a kind of a little subsection that details the technical environment in more detail. Because you're mostly doing IT projects, right, at these positions?
Yes.
So I would suggest you add in a little subsection there that puts in the technical aspects of the technical environment of the project.
Okay.
And that just makes it more keyword rich, because that's what IT recruiters are going to be looking for.
When you say more technical aspect, what do you mean exactly?
Well, okay, so in the IT, go back up to the first project. So this project, like what kind of a project was it? Was it a software project?
It was more so website, mobile apps.
Yeah, exactly. So you would probably list out the technical environment that was a part of this project, right?
Got you. Okay.
Because some recruiters might be looking for project managers who have worked on such projects, and they might be putting on those keywords when they're conducting their search.
Okay.
Right. So even though you yourself are not doing that technical stuff, it's still good to list the those aspects of the project as well, and of course any project management tools and stuff that you used as well.
Okay. Now those are listed below.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gurpreet, do you want to provide your feedback or?
Okay, so what results have you gotten as an IT project manager? That's one of the things I see is missing. Like, what makes you we don't need to review all of your resume. We're just gonna stop here because we do have other people as well. So just gotta be mindful of everyone's time involved. So I'm just gonna summarize this in the sense that, okay, so you've written 1, 2, 3, 4 points, but what makes you a great project manager, right? As an IT project manager in this company, what results did you get? I don't see results. You manage an implementation, great. A budget of 20 to 50K, great. But where's your results? Show me results.
So in my IBM project, I have listed the results here.
IBM. We're talking about that experience, right? See that go back here. You
Okay.
worked for how long? Go back up. Sorry.
Back. It was just 6 months.
6 months. Still hired you for a reason, right?
Yeah.
What was the results?
Okay, got you. I understand what you're saying.
You're missing. Honestly speaking, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in your resume. For the template's not working because it's not ATS friendly. So what people forget, hey, like if you don't know how to write a resume, I have a resume workshop that's already put together and you can take. You have to, guys, like a resume, if you're using resume to apply for jobs, then you need to learn how to write one. because your resume is going to get you the interview. Now, typically speaking, number one mistake people make is they forget to, they're just too busy talking about themselves. But what results? Because you have to list the results. Like, okay, you're a project manager. What makes you a great project manager? How am I going to benefit from hiring you? Project manager's entire job is what? Like, I don't need to know your job. I want to know how I'm going to benefit, right? So now you wrote SDLC here, but then you didn't list that as a skill. Did you list budgeting as a skill?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Sure.
but you didn't talk about the SDLC, project management as a skill, and Dean pointed out stakeholders. But what's your result? It doesn't matter if you work 3 months or 6 months, right? Everyone is accomplishing something in the role, getting results, delivering something. What solutions did you deliver as a project manager, right? How fast did you finish these projects? What's the success rate on these projects? Like, all this information is missing. Great, you identify changes in a project scope. Like, that's your job though. Right? Like, the bullets you've written so far, that's your job. But what about the results? We all get results in every role we work. Every day we're getting results, right? We're doing something to get a result. So that is the biggest piece that's also missing in your resume.
Okay.
Okay, so let's stop here for this. You had a second question for us.
Yes. As it relates to negotiation, that part of it. So I had done a few interviews, and I had negotiated. Like I mentioned, okay, I did my homework, look at the market, look at what the market is offering, and spoke with other persons in the market and so forth. And I made I gave a proposed amount. No, that was they withdraw on that. Like they said to me that, oh, that's too much and so forth. So I opened for negotiation. And the thing is that I haven't heard back, and I followed up and so forth, but I haven't heard back. And normally when I listen to interviews, I listen to what people are saying. It is recommended to negotiate, right? Once it is needed. And I feel for some reason that might be issue here, or it might prevent me from getting a job, which it shouldn't be the case in my opinion. So I just wanted to get your take on it.
All right. So in this scenario, what you're saying happened, Michael, is that they came up with some kind of an offer, and then it wasn't the ideal amount for yourself. So you got back to them with a counter offer. Is that right? And then they said, "Oh, that's too much." And then you
Yes.
said that. And then did you come up with another figure, or did you just let them know, "Oh, I'm flexible" or something?
No, I told him that I'm flexible. I told him that I'm open for discussion and so forth.
Okay.
And then it was December. Then January they said, okay, I want you to come on board soon and all that. And now I'm seeing that it's pushed back to sometime in March. Like they're saying at the start time, maybe in March. Maybe is a thing. And these are all verbal offers. Communication. There's nothing written, and it has to be written for me to say,
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
that's a thing, right? So I'm still looking because that is not concretized yet.
Yeah, absolutely. No, for sure. You should definitely keep looking.
Yeah.
And my feel from this, from a recruiter standpoint, is the problem was not that you asked for, that you negotiated. Every company expects you to negotiate. That's not the issue here. I think the issue is something not to do with yourself. Maybe they have something going on there. Maybe they just didn't feel that, as confident about you versus some other candidate. Maybe they're considering other candidates. It could be so many different things, Michael. But it's nothing to do with the fact that you wanted to negotiate. That's never the reason why companies want to pass on a candidate.
Yeah.
My question to you is, during your interview phases, nobody asked you for your salary range?
So here's the thing. They asked me initially, and I told them a figure.
That's all the information in order to help you, right?
Yes, they asked me a figure, and I told them the figure. And they said to me that you have some individual who come on board, and they
Okay.
give them a
Stop right here. Sorry. Listening skills is so important. I asked one little question. Did they ask for your salary? Like, did they ask for your salary range? Yes. And this is what I told them. You don't need to give us all the background
Okay.
story.
Okay.
This is how people tank interviews as well. Start rambling on and giving out too much information. No. Listen to the question and only answer what's being asked. So I just want to know, during the interview, any moment in the interview phase, were you asked for your range?
Yes.
What salary expectation is?
Did they ask you upfront, Michael? Was it upfront, or which point did they ask you?
They asked me up front.
Okay. So they asked for it, you gave a range, right? Or
Yes.
give an amount or a range?
I gave an amount.
You give an exact amount?
Yeah.
Okay, mistake right there. Never give an exact amount, always give a range. Always give a range, okay? Don't give an exact amount. Now, number 2, when they presented the offer, was it the amount you asked for?
Yeah, it wasn't. No.
So by how much was it short? 5,000,
About
10,000?
10,000.
10,000 short. Whoa. Okay. So you gave them an amount and they came back with 10,000. Then when they offered you, it was $10,000 short.
Yes.
That is dumb company. Sorry. Because that should never happen. Okay, a couple of $1,000 here and there, you came back. 10,000 is a huge amount.
That is a huge amount.
Who said this is what I'm looking for? So that right there is a red flag for me, for an employer. Like, if a company is lowballing you $10,000, go move on. Like, it's not even worth sitting here, right? $10,000. I'm sorry, that's a huge amount. Our lifestyles, our salaries pay for our lifestyles, right? Like, benefits don't pay for bills and food on our table. It's an actual money that goes into our bank account, right? Our groceries, our utility bills, the internet, clothes we wear, that all comes, the mortgage or rent, whatever, that comes from salary. I don't care what employers have to say. It comes from salary. What do I care if you have a great health benefit package? That's great. That's additional bonus, but you should get your salary. $10,000 is really low. And that is such bad on the employers. And the company, when it comes, you shouldn't be here questioning and asking us. Actually, what you should have done, said thank you, but no thank you. There's not even point negotiating, because to me, that's a disrespect.
Yeah.
That's my take, because I would never do that to a candidate as an HR professional. I would never let a hiring manager do that to a candidate. The candidate said this, you have to either match that, hence I said give a range, right? They should either come back with what you asked for, or maybe couple of $1,000, maybe 5,000 less. I don't even believe in 5,000 less.
The figure was actually 13,000 to be exact.
Wow, 13,000 lower?
To be exact,
Wow.
13,000.
13,000.
Okay, that's significant.
And you're still asking us this about negotiating. Man, you shouldn't even waste your time negotiating.
So, Michael, quick question. Now, this position, was it like, did they require someone much more junior to yourself, or was it right at your level of seniority?
It is at my level of seniority, definitely.
Wow, that is pretty significant. I think it's just.
I have another question. Like, you don't have to disclose the company name, but is this a consulting company by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it. I think I even know who it is. I'm not gonna name, but I have a couple of names floating in my head, because there's consulting companies that do that.
I don't like the cat and mouse thing. Like, it's a bit
annoying
and disrespectful for me.
Waste your time. Don't even bother waiting for these guys to come back. They're not coming back. First of all, that's a huge disrespect to you to give you $13,000 less. No.
Yeah, that is significant.
Why put you through all the interview phases if they were gonna lowball you $13,000?
Yeah.
That's huge. Like, that's a big gap. I don't know. Was there bonuses? Were they going to give you monthly bonuses?
No, as you mentioned, and I totally agree, the salaries were carried to the supermarket, right? And there's no onboard bonus or anything of that sort, because I asked.
I'm so sorry that this happened to you. It should never happen to any candidate, ever. When you've given your range or amount, you should never get $13,000 less, ever. Ever. I have a
And-
problem with this. I have a big problem with this because I hate when companies do that to candidates. Why interview a candidate? Otherwise, be upfront and say, hey, we can't match your salary. Here's the most we're willing to pay. Be upfront. Why are we playing games with candidates? Why, like, this is candidates' time too, right? How many rounds of interviews did you go through?
3.
So you went 3 rounds of interviews. How many hours were these interviews long?
Preparation, I would say per interview would be
An
an
hour?
hour and a half.
Did you drive to these interviews? Were they virtually
No,
done?
it was virtual.
Okay. How long did it take to prep for these interviews?
An additional 2 hours sometimes.
Okay, so 2, 2, 2. So let's say 6 hours plus 3. That's 9 hours of your time. And you don't think your time's valuable?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
when they came back with $13,000 less, you could have done one courtesy call and said, no, this is not what I asked for. Either you match me what I want. If you can't, then that's fine. I decline. That's it. You candidates, wake up, man. You are not at mercy at these companies. Learn to stand up for yourself. This is a big problem with candidates too. Now, you're here asking us. Actually, you shouldn't even be asking us about this. You should be like, bye, see ya, gone, move on. But the problem is, a lot of you guys don't know how to job search. So hence, you become mercy at these companies, and then you're willing to take a $13,000 paycheck.
No, I haven't taken it, and I'm not willing to take it. That's the thing.
But you're still asking us, right? Like, if the fact that you're still asking, and then you said that, March or whatever, they just been given verbally, and I know there's no concrete. The fact that you're entertaining them should tell you something. You're entertaining them. You didn't say bye. You're still entertaining them. So in your mind and your heart, you still have some hope here, which you shouldn't. Honestly, to me, that's a huge disrespect. Huge. Companies should either give you what they want or you do a counter offer and whatever. $13,000. I know somebody who took 20,000 less, and I said, no, that's a slap across your face. If you take 20K less, don't. People think, let me take it, and then they will increase my pay. That's never happening, because the most you ever get a annual increase is 1%, 2%, or 3%. And if you take it, you're telling the company you're willing to lowball. So hey, always lowball me because I'll take it. That's the message you send to companies. So do not lowball, do not entertain companies that are not willing to pay your worth, especially when you've given them upfront, hey, I'm sorry, but I have a problem with this because that's a big number.
I know.
I've been talking about a couple of $1,000s here. $13,000 is a huge amount of a big gap here.
Yeah.
And this would never happen to our clients that work with us. Actually, we have people that have negotiated from 80 to all of 230K. But my clients and the one in IT bootcamp, same thing. We do not teach people how to sell themselves, lowball themselves. Our clients, and see, a lot of people don't understand the benefit of being in our program. Yeah, the cost may seem a lot, but it's actually not. But you will learn how to sell yourself, align yourself to the roles, to the amount of money that you deserve to be paid. And you don't need to be running after these Mickey Mouse companies who think it's okay to lowball candidates. I call them Mickey Mouse because that's what they are. Because they think there's a dime and a dozen candidates out there, so let me just lowball. And a lot of these consulting companies, I actually know who they are, few of them, sadly. I don't personally know them, but I can say, I'm not going to say the name, but I know exactly. I've had recruiters that I network with, that when they come to me for help to find candidates, and when they tell me company's name, I'm like, no. And I see the range, I'm like, get out of here. How do you guys even work with these companies? Like, I would never even take a client that would do that to a candidate. Never. I'm like, no. Up your salary. If not, then I'm not taking you as a client, because that's a disrespect to candidates. But these companies think that there's tons, and there are people willing to take it, sadly. There are people who are willing to take it, sadly. There are. Everyone's situation is different, so I'm not here. But as long as there's someone willing to take it, companies will keep doing it. They're not going to change, right? But you can change.
The thing for me is that I would not take it because at the end of the day, 6 months down the line or 3 months down the line, I'm going to be looking to leave because I'm not comfortable and it makes no point for me.
Well, that too, that's the other problem where companies not understanding is that, you know, you can lowball, fine. Somebody might be desperate at the moment, given hard times, they'll take it, but they're going to leave.
Exactly.
They're not gonna stay there. They're leaving. Just because you chose to lowball, that doesn't mean they don't know what they can make. They'll take it in the meantime. Some money is better than zero money until they land a job that pays them the amount, and they're going to leave. And then they're constantly just filling that role over and over and over. And that's a cost. Okay, so I hope this helps. We do have to move on,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So hope it helps. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining. Okay, next is JG. You have to unmute your mic to speak.
Hi, Guruprit.
Hi.
So I have actually shared my LinkedIn profile. So I would like you to have a view on that and give me the feedback on the profile.
Give me 1 second.
I can share my screen.
I can do this one.
Mhm.
Okay, screen share. Okay, let me make this bigger. Guys who are just tuning in, if you want us to review your resume or your LinkedIn profile, please hop onto the call. I've dropped the link. For the only way we will review your LinkedIn profiles or your resume is if you hop on this call, okay? Okay, so Dean, your take?
Well, I'm not sure what the background, the header that picture is. So that's a little. I'm not sure what that is. But GIS specialist, GIS consultant and trainer, drone pilot manager, BD process trainer. I mean, like I don't recruit in these areas, so I don't know if that is too broad. Like you've listed a couple of different types of positions or skills there, so I'm not sure if that's really a good idea. But yeah, I mean that would be my feedback on the top part right here.
Okay.
So my feedback is, I agree. I don't know what the banner stands for. Picture definitely can be better.
Okay.
Okay. You have a smartphone?
Pardon?
You have a smartphone?
Yeah, I do.
Use it. Take a picture of yourself. Don't take a selfie. Don't be looking down. Take a good headshot, a professional headshot by using your phone. Put it on a timer, elevate it, use the settings and all that stuff. Put in a great light, and then take a great picture of yourself. Okay, hair nicely done, and like presentable, because this is your brand, right? It's your image. Image does matter. This is not about people discriminating against how you look, but this is your profile. You want to look the best, right? Put your best foot forward. So picture, I would say. Also, the headline is fine. I think you can probably add more words there if it allows you to do that.
Okay.
So the banner, no good. So here, to me, this is where it's not personable. Is this your cover letter?
No, it's not my cover letter.
Okay. My feedback on this part is it's about you. There should be something personable in there as well. Like what makes you, first of all, what's your passion about in your industry? Why are you passionate about GISP?
Because I have studied geography.
No, I want you to write that.
Okay. Yeah.
Put it in your profile, right? What's your passion? What drives you in your field? This is it needs to, be personable too. Like don't A lot of times people are not using about section correctly. Like, what drives you? What's your passion in your field? Talk about you. This is the time to talk about you as a professional. You don't need to list your skill set because there's a skill section on LinkedIn. But this should be, adding that personal touch to it, showing the back of you.
Okay.
What makes you so great at what you do? Like, what drives you, that passion, and what makes you good, and so add those components in there.
Okay.
Dean, do you have anything to add here?
No, again, my perspective comes from a recruiting perspective, so I'm probably only going to pay attention to the skill sets parts. So from that standpoint, this part looks fine to me.
You didn't write anything under here.
Well, that's only a training program, and
Doesn't matter.
yeah.
Just fill it out.
Okay.
What's the training program about and what you do and all that stuff, okay?
Yeah.
So all I see here under experience is that you've just written your job description, your duties. But what have you accomplished in this role? What are the results you've gotten?
Okay. Yeah.
3 years. Dean, your feedback?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the connection. Like I didn't read through all of these, but from what I have read, there appears to be a disconnect between what you did and then the actual results and outcomes, right? Because that's what the employers are going to be looking for. And this is not just for yourself, JG. This is for everyone listening. Employers are not looking for what you can do, simply what you can do, like what tasks you can perform. They're looking for what outcomes you can achieve. So if that's not communicated on your LinkedIn profile as well as on your resume, then it's not going to stand out. It's going to read like a job description, right?
Yeah, this is what I actually performed in the job, but I think
No, but you are more than a job description. That's what we're saying. That's what Dean is saying, and that's
you're not just performing a task. There's always an outcome as a result of the task, right? And
yeah.
You're not being hired to perform a job. You're being hired to get companies' results, right? You said you're a problem solver. Show us.
Okay.
What problems you have, output it. Now, if you don't know how to do all this, then I recommend taking my resume writing course. Are you IT?
Pardon?
Are you in the IT field?
Yes, I'm in the IT field.
Or you can join our program that's starting tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Are you looking for a job?
Yeah.
Then that'd be a good program to start. Join is our bootcamp program, which is taught by me and Dean, and we cover writing as well.
Okay.
And recommendations, get them. There's only one here.
Yeah, I'll make a request.
Anything else?
That's it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, if you are tuning in, we are here to help you troubleshoot your problems. We have Dean, are you good or
yeah, I gotta take off actually.
Okay, Dean needs to go. So thank you, Dean, for joining. I'm going to see if anybody wants me to answer any questions. If you want me to answer any questions, please drop them below. If you want, I'll stick around for 5 minutes. If anybody wants me to review the resume or LinkedIn profile, you need to hop on to the call, okay? Okay, so let's go here. And mine and Dean's bootcamp program for IT professional is starting tomorrow. So join if anybody wants to join. I will drop that link in the chat. You can drop it there. You can join or call or just DM me. Hi Gurpreet, I brought your APS. I'm assuming you're saying ATS, and I have updated my information and I've been using it to apply but not getting interviews. Now, I love this comment. I love this. Why? Just to prove to you guys that templates don't necessarily mean you're gonna get the interview, right? What you write in it. So if you bought my ATS template, which is just for $1, it's just a template. It's not 100% gonna get you interviews, right? What you write in it matters, guys. What you write in it. Templates don't get you interviews. It's what you're gonna right in the template that really matters. So I don't know how your resume looks like. I dropped the link to my resume writing course. Take it. Take my resume writing course. Also, in this pandemic, there's more candidates looking for jobs. So if you're applying to jobs online, you will have a hard time getting interviews. Okay, if you want me to review your LinkedIn profile, you have to hop on, but it looks like nobody else has questions. Everybody's asking me to review their LinkedIn profile. You have to hop on this call. Okay, so it looks like nobody else has a question. I will end it here. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Hope this has helped you guys. And if anybody's watching the replay, hope it helps you with all the problems me and Dean have solved and the feedback we have given to people. So thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Bootcamp starting tomorrow. Get hired in 30 days. That's my program with Dean for IT professionals. I also have the same program for non-IT professionals as well. So reach out to me, guys. You can get a job in 30 days, even in this pandemic. Don't kid yourself. Get the help you need. Like every day you're out of a job is look at how much money you are losing and how much money it's costing you to be out of a job every single day. Ask yourself, how would your life change if you can land a job in 30 days? And make that call. Okay? You don't have to struggle. I'm here. Dean's here. We can get you hired in 30 days. Our program works. Reach out to me if you're interested in joining, or click on the link. If you have questions about my program, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to work with anybody that's ready to get hired in 30 days. So have a good weekend. Thank you so much. Bye.